Non-dual teachings are the most mature type of spiritual teachings, but you may often find people nitpicking non-duality, like it's a bad diet, or saying stuff like, you are not real, your suffering is not real, nothing exists, whatever you do, it's meaningless, and so on. This is a misinterpretation born from the lack of true understanding and clarity. These are not really non-dual teachings, but they are, let's say, comatic non-duality, numb and narcotized clarity. True non-dual teachings are not buried in a sort of Advaitic trap of non-existence, constantly proclaiming the non-existence of you, of everything, and how the world and whatever is in the world doesn't really exist, or that whatever you do is kind of irrelevant because there's no free will, you are already the self, you are already enlightened, and so on and so forth. This is the kindergarten of awakening. True non-dual teachings are not suggesting that you achieve some artificial enlightenment state, so to speak, where psychological, shadowy aspects of your relative expression here are superimposed by some sort of neutral, void, empty, vacuum, spaciousness. No. Now, what I want to address is something which I've noticed many truth seekers don't seem to realize. True non-duality is also devotional. Yes, devotional. There is a complete lack of true devotion, often seen in many non-dual teachings, even in advanced ones, perhaps especially in advanced ones. Of course, you know I'm not talking about devotion to a statue, to a deity, to a painting. I'm not talking about devotion to a person either. No. What I'm talking about is more on the lines of what I call non-dual, dual devotion. See, I notice how many seekers don't really experience much bliss or love or delightfulness in their non-dual spiritual practice or journey. And this kind of sweetness is so critical. It's that kind of sweetness that breaks our heart open without any warning. So they end up going through the journey and practice with the heart kind of missing. Sacredness seems missing as well. It's all mind and neutral emptiness, but there's no surrender, no love, no beauty, no tears, no spicy depth. Where is the dance? Where is the madness? And I'm not talking about Ramakrishna type of mad displays of devotion, but about something deeper, with less distinction, like a monodialogue, not a dialogue, not a monologue, a monodialogue. So these last couple of months, give or take, it came to me very intensely in my heart to write something about non-dual dual devotion, about the heart, about bliss, about love. It's not really a book. It's more like a transmission, a spiritual transmission of pure bliss, of non-dual devotion. Something that expands you way beyond the stars into the vastness of the cosmos. It came from something deep in my heart. It kind of arrived on its own, and there's really no reason for this book. I've written many, many books over these last 8.5 years. But like always, it has its own special energy, its own special place. It is like a wild book, to be honest. Sometimes ruthless, sometimes unbearably blissful. It is for every ripe being, like a supernova ready to shatter your mind, revealing a blissful freedom beyond comprehension. But don't read it if you're not ready yet. And I'm serious. It's not for the casual seeker. Don't pick it up unless your heart has really started to ache, really ache with this deep, deep longing. Only read it if you're ready. The book begins accessible, but as you deepen into it, both you and the book vanish into bliss. I'm going to read a small passage here for you, as I don't want to spoil it. The first read can be quite impactful. It's written in a poetic way, like poetic fire. And this is just a small taste. The disciple asks, "Master, what must I surrender so only you remain?" The master answers, "Child of silence, you ask of surrender, but surrender does not answer questions. Surrender is not yours to do. You are its offering. I do not want your mind, or your silence, or your practice. Give me your resistance. Give me the tight rope in your chest. Give me your yearning to become. Surrender is like a poem written in water that only your tears can read. If your eyes could drink even one shimmer of the dream where it began, of its sourceless source, you would throw down your borrowed name and weep from the magnificent beauty. If your ears could hear the murmur that stitched the beginningless silence to the first light, you would cover them from every other sound for eternity. But it is well, my child. What blinds you now shall be unblinded by my grace. What deafened the ear shall be melted by my grace. Everything that happens to you serves your awakening, your realization, your freedom. Everything that happens to you is for your journeyless journey home. Every tremor that shakes your sleep is not an accident. Every joy, every sorrow, every confusion, every clarity, it is grace, disguised as circumstance. I am the giver, the gift, and the grace. I am the fire that burns the veil from your heart. My child, stop playing at being asleep. Do not patch the dream. Awaken from it. Awaken and be me.